Okay, let's talk about functions, shall we? There are two types of functions, procedural functions and pure functions. A pure function always returns a value. A procedural function does not return a value. Let's go look at my test program. We'll just start killing things because I can, and I got so many windows open right now that I just want to kill some and be done with it. Be gone with thee. Now, if you recall correctly, we have a file called data. P. Now, when I've got data, I can bring in the poem, Green Eggs and Ham, a string. As a string equals green equals p dot poem. Sometimes I forget what I call these things, so I always have to print a string afterward just to make sure I'm happy. And there it is, 174 lines, Sam I am. Now we're going to go out and we're going to look at a file that we just overwrote. The reason we're going to look at a file we just overwrote is because it's germane to our current situation. We're going to use it as a demonstrator. This is what's in Green Eggs and Ham right now. That's it. We overwrote everything else in Green Eggs and Ham. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a function. And the idea of this function is it is a procedural function. Functions come after your imports most of the time. It's not a rule. It's just a style. Dump it. Write it. And then we'll say the string. This is called a parameter. And what we're going to do is we are going to write out so once it writes it out and it's done. It doesn't return anything. So we're going to FO equals open green eggs and ham dot txt. Notice I haven't changed the name at all. And we're going to do it to write. I'm just going to overwrite everything. Why? Because I can. And then I'm going to FO write the string. Then I'm going to close it. Done. We're done here. Now, once I've loaded my poem, I'm going to write it. And I'm going to send it a string to write out. This is called parm passing. This parm, a string, is passed into the string so that it can be used inside the function. This is a function. Functions are defined. This is what the function is called. Write it. It gets one parm. And this is what it's going to do. That's it. Run it. And it's done. Now, how do we know it worked? Well, we really don't know it worked. So we need to get ourselves something back. This is a procedural function. Right here, write it as a procedural function. Now we're going to write a true function. Notice how my names tend to be self-documenting and rather primitive. That's because that's the way I write, at least in programming. And what we're going to pass it is the file name. Again, this will read a file. And then we'll just grab all this stuff right here. And we'll copy it because I can, and I'm terribly, terribly lazy. And instead of green eggs and ham text, we'll call it file name. Put it in there for reading. We'll say temp equals FO. Sometimes it doesn't work out so well. I don't think it worked out so well that time. But, you know, c'est la vie, c'est la guerre. And then I'm going to put a return temp at the base. Now, once I've written that, I'm going to get rid of this. Why? Well, because it bugs me. All right, I've written it out. I've written out the poem. Now I'm going to read the poem back in. And I'm going to write it out, I don't know, let's see. As a new string equals Now what this does is it sets up a target to receive the data that's returned. I'm sending it a file name, which is going to open. Same idea as a parm. File name, it's going to open it. It's going to read into temp, and then it's going to return temp. When I do temp like this, I'm actually instantiating temp and loading it at the same time. I don't have to declare it anyplace else. Now I can sit here and I can say if new string equal a string, print the read worked. Else print the files the read worked. Otherwise the files are different. Now, if I wanted to return it as a list, I might want to have something like this. Read the file and return a list. Now there are a couple of different ways I can do this. I can read my temp in, and then I can say temp equals temp split on a space. That'll certainly do it. And we can prove that by for I in range 1 through 5. We'll type out 4 lines. Print temp list, comma I. And there it is. That's your list. That proves it comes back as a list. So making functions is practical, and it also allows me to reuse the code over and over and over again. If I've got a file name here and I want to change it to something else, then I can do that. There are lots of things you can do with functions, procedural functions and true functions. Do not discount the importance of functions. You'll see them more and more and more. And with that, I'm going to end this video.